we're here all day at Disneyland, and so I have to stay on my diet, my keto diet, so I'm going to show you what I will eat at Disneyland all day so you can get a good idea of if you're here on keto, what you can eat too. So first stop is Carnation Cafe. That's where we're going to go for breakfast right now. Okay, this is what I got. It's a ham and cheese omelet. Obviously I'm not going to eat those. Maybe I'll have a bite, but yeah, ham and cheese omelet. 0 carbs hopefully. Well, maybe a couple because of the ham. Alright, so I had my breakfast. It was really good. It was really salty from the ham, and it had a lot of cheese. I don't know, it was really good. So it's a really good option for keto or low carb or whatever. I would say I didn't eat all the ham because I know the ham does have some sugary depending on the way they cook it. So just kind of be wary about that, but I thought it was really good. And it's a good option for Disney because there's so much good food around here. So for lunch, I'm doing chicken skewers from Bengal Barbecue. I got sauce on the side, even though I don't think I should be eating it. But I did get a ranch here, which is 1 carb. So that is my lunch. So I don't know if I would do it again. It's pretty, first of all, they're pretty small, but also it's cold, which is not, I don't like to eat cold chicken, so maybe it's just this time I got a cold, but at least it filled me up this time. I don't think I'd probably do it again. I'd probably get a turkey leg instead or something like that.
What about the time it took?
It took forever to get mobile ordered, said I was here, and then I think I waited 20-ish minutes. They were pretty busy. It's a pretty busy area. So this is my dinner. We are at Rancho, and this is the chicken platter. I should have probably not asked for this other stuff, but I didn't care. But it's the whole half chicken platter, and I got a little bit of red enchilada sauce on the side. So this should be a really good dinner. Hello, welcome to not Disneyland. This is the Saturday, which would be the next day of, so we went yesterday to Disneyland. Welcome to our messy workroom. So I realized after filming some stuff yesterday that I wasn't being very descriptive about anything and really wasn't going into detail. We were trying to have a lot of fun with Amy's parents because it was his birthday, and just sort of give more time to them and not film as much as we do if it was just the 2 of us at Disneyland. So anyways, I wanted to talk about eating keto at Disney and how hard it was yesterday. First of all, like, being on this diet it depends on the day, but it can be really difficult on some days. Some days it's really easy. One of the things that I find really difficult is like the mentality that you need to get into do the diet. And yesterday I was having a hard time. I was struggling all day, just because like you walk by all these things, it smells really good, all the food looks really good, and even though like sometimes Disney food's like meh, still it's super like one of those things that I was just really having a hard time with it. So so for breakfast we went to Carnation Cafe, and you saw I had an omelet, a ham and cheese omelet. It was really good. I would say like Carnation Cafe is a pretty solid place to go, and the prices were super cheap. Compared to a lot of the other places you can go for breakfast, Carnation Cafe is like, I would say, one of the top places you can go to get your bang for your buck, because it's cheap, and the food, there was a lot of food. Definitely if I had some potatoes with that, I mean, I ate the whole omelet and I felt full for, you know, I wasn't even really hungry once we came around to lunchtime, but, you know, you gotta eat if you're walking around that much. So we walked 6 miles yesterday, so that was pretty crazy. So lunch, I went to the Bengal Barbecue. I would have probably recorded some things at the Bengal, but I didn't have the camera with me. I just kind of wandered over there by myself because everybody split off into different directions and grabbed different things. So I went to Bengal Barbecue. Now, I've had their skewer before on this diet, and I did not know about the Polynesian sauce being so sugary, but it is super sugary, and it's definitely not a smart idea if you're eating keto not to get the Polynesian sauce on the chicken skewer. Now, if you can do the beef skewer, probably get no sauce on that too. I'm not a steak guy. I never have been, and so that's why I get the chicken, is because I don't really do steak, and so, which is sad because on the keto you can eat a good amount of steak. But so yeah, so Bengal barbecue, the chicken skewer, it was hard. Last time I had the chicken skewer, it was mostly fine. I didn't really have an issue either way, but this time it just, you know, it took a really long time to get it. They were really busy, and Bengal Barbecue isn't necessarily the fastest place to go to. Their line was crazy long yesterday, which I don't think I've seen the line that long before. So you know it was like a pretty busy moment for them. So we mobile ordered. It took a really long time for me to get the food, and then once it was ready, it was cold. Even walking away, I grabbed it and started walking. I touched it, and I was like, for how long it took me to get it, I didn't want to go back and get another one, so I just was like, whatever, it's fine. And so, but then when I got back and sat down, I was like, can't have the Polynesian sauce. I probably should have just said no sauce, but I got it on the side. So I dipped a couple of times, but I was like, even just tasting it, I could tell it was really sweet. And so, Amy's mom had an extra ranch that she wasn't using, and so I scanned it in my app, and it said 1 carb, and so I was like, hey, I can do some ranch. So I just dipped it in ranch because the chicken was cold and a little dry. So I won't necessarily recommend that place for keto. If you're, maybe the beef side is better, I don't know, but the chicken skewer is probably a no-go. So yeah, it is more, to me, it's not a lunch place, it's a snack place, because the portions are pretty small. So I would try something else next time, and I'll probably do this again with a different, I think the future plan is to do this at DCA to just sort of get a good recommendation of a bunch of different places. Also the places I know I can eat when I go there. So, and then at dinner, the original plan was go to the Plaza Inn because it's just a chicken dinner. I can eat that, no problem. But I think Amy's parents really wanted Mexican food, and so we're like, hey, it's his birthday, let's go over to Rancho. And so they had the half chicken plate, which you saw, and it was actually, I liked it. I thought it was good. It was a little smaller than the other half chicken that I got at DCA that when we were at the Heroes Assemble event. So the chicken at Disneyland at Rancho, it was really good. Like, it had a really good flavor. The portion was a little smaller than I would have liked. I didn't have the rice or the beans because I'm not supposed to, and so, but the red enchilada sauce definitely helped with that, and so it was actually really good. I would recommend that for keto, is doing Rancho and just getting chicken. You can also probably get their carne asada and just eat that without the tortilla shell. Yeah, it was good. I would recommend Rancho for keto, definitely, for the half chicken plate, and just, I mean, maybe if you can order it with an extra amount of chicken, they might do that for you too. I did not ask, but I probably should have. Yeah, so the whole day it was a fun day, and it was a good day to go and hang out. It's just when it came to the food yesterday, it was really tough. And so it's just one of those things where I had to keep reminding myself, like, this is worth being on the diet, like, I'm losing weight, like, I've been really successful so far, and I don't want to mess that up with just by having, like, a random churro, you know, that kind of stuff. So it was definitely one of those situations that in the future I'm gonna have to remind myself, like, you know what, I've had that stuff before, it's not that big of a deal, I'll have it again. We go to Disneyland so much, and, you know, when we take our break for our anniversary, the whole thing's gonna be worth it. And so just, it's good to remind yourself in this diet that it's really important that you're losing weight, and that all the stuff that you love to eat, especially at me who has your sweet tooth, they're there. They're not, churros are not going away anytime soon. So so yeah, so thanks for joining me on this very quick keto weird diet video that I did. I appreciate it. You guys are appreciated. Thanks for the support the last, just since we started this whole thing, we felt like a lot of people have reached out to us and given us a lot of support on losing weight, and we were really thankful for that. And yeah, so if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. If you are new, go ahead and hit subscribe. We're going to be doing probably weekly to bi-weekly health videos. Actually, we're pretty much doing them weekly now. So, but Anyways, thanks for joining me, and I'll catch you later.